Good now afternoon, fellas. It is your favorite fifth grade English social studies reading teacher, Big Head Slocum, once again with another presentation for you all. I had some free time this weekend and I thought about you all. I thought that we need to review an important ELA topic. This topic I'm going to just briefly share with you all is about direct objects. You all have some of y'all better memories than I do. You all can remember us going over direct objects. Well, let's do a brief overview, a brief refresher course on direct objects. So, if you will, what I'm going to do now to make it easier for y'all to see what I'm doing, I'm going to pull up a Google document and we're going to type some notes on direct object. Direct object. Okay. Direct object. Direct object. First and foremost, as you all know, I like to start off with breaking down words in order to make sure we have an understanding what things are before we actually get into the whole entire direct object. Okay, so the word direct, can you tell me what the word direct means? The word direct means something directed. No. Something happening towards, mentioned, or let's say something happening towards, mentioned, or let's say the word direct object. If I do something directly to you, directly towards you, specifically done to. Okay, something happening towards, mentioned, or specifically done to. Direct. Example, she was very direct in calling my name. Can you direct me to the nearest restroom? Direct is also the root word of directions. Now, the word object. And object is a thing or item, a tool. So if you use a spoon, you're using an eating object. You're using maybe a baseball bat, you're using a sport object. These glasses are a vision object, seeing object. It's an item, a thing, too. So what we're looking at right now is a specific tool, item. Now, in a sentence, we're going to get down to some sentences now. The direct object is after. Who remembers this? The direct object is after the verb. Direct object is after the verb. Always. That is a non-exceptional principle. It's some things that are exceptions. That is a non-exceptional thing. Direct objects are after verb. Let's go with direct objects are after. Let's make it plural. Are after the verb. A verb, as we remember, verb equals, I write the word, equal sign and write the word, wow. Verb equals action. Verb equals action. Verb equals action all the time. So with that being said, in a sentence, as I tell you all, sentence has elements. Sentence must have a capitalized first letter, a subject. The subject must agree with the predicate, the verb, and a proper punctuation. So direct objects are never in the beginning of a sentence. Never. Non-exceptional rule. Non-exceptional rule, meaning there is no instance where this rule will not be true. It must happen after the verb, after action takes place. They are never in the beginning of a sentence. Never. So, let's look at an example. Kevin's my dad's name, so I'm going to use his name. Kevin was talking to, I'm going to use my baby sister's name, Layla. Kevin was talking to Layla. Kevin was talking to Layla. I'm going to enlarge the key points of this sentence. All right. First thing we need to identify, the action. What is the action taking place? The action, the thing that the person is doing, talking. So Kevin was talking to Layla. So I'm going to highlight, let's highlight our action blue. Let's highlight the action blue. Talking's action. Let's highlight the action blue. Kevin was talking to Layla. Now, subject. Remember, subject. Let me get you. Subject. Like if I ask you, what's the subject of what you're talking about? What subject are you in right now? Subject equals what the sentence is talking about. What or who the sentence is talking about. What or who? What or who the sentence is talking about. So, who the sentence is referring to? Meaning, who performed the action? Kevin was talking to Layla. So, as we can see, Kevin performed the action. Why? There's no mention of Layla speaking to Kevin, but there's a mention of Kevin speaking to Layla. Let's highlight this green, or that's turquoise, however. So we have our green subject, blue verb. Now, the direct object, let's write this right here. Direct object is who or what the action in the sentence is happening to. some red text color on this. Direct object is who or what the action in a sentence is happening to. So it says who because we're talking about people, but what because the action can be happening to a chair, bed, television, things that are not alive. So who or what? So Kevin was talking to Layla. The action happened to Layla. So Layla would be the direct object. Layla would be the direct object. Kevin was talking to Layla. Kevin performed an action. The action was him talking. The person that he was talking to, the action that it was being performed on to was Layla. Kevin was talking to Layla. Now, it's real brief. Words that, matter of fact, not words. Let's go specific. Pronouns that signify direct object. Signifies another word for show. I'll write that in parentheses for you. Me, us, me, us, them, me, us, them. There's a few others that I may not be recalling at the time. Pronouns that signify direct object. Me, us, them. How do we know that? Let me put that in parentheses. Are never to be used as subjects. Are never to be used as subjects. Big Head Slogan, what do you mean? You never hear people say, well, you may hear people say, but it's incorrect, rather, for someone to say, me want chicken nuggets. Someone sitting in the classroom shivering. Me cold. Me 25 years old. No. Me am 20. No. You know that's wrong based off of you hearing it. That's why I instruct you all. With writing, read sentences aloud because you have a better sense of hearing what's incorrect if you were to read it instead of just seeing it. So another one, us want to play outside. Us want spaghetti. Us want to play video game. No, us is never a subject. I'm using that again since those are subjects. Us is never a subject at all. Us is never a subject. Them, I know me. I may say in my personal life, but we say them. We don't even say them. But anyway, them boys are outside waiting on you. No. Them shoes are no. You don't use those words. It's those, not them. It's those. Somebody may find me being corrected. Yes, I'm always for correction. So if I'm wrong, please. But formal English, you don't use them in the subject. You don't use them in the subject. You use it in the direct object form. Just like when speaking, if it's not the example I gave, it's incorrect to say. Let me give this example. Let me use my guy. Let's just say LeBron and me play basketball. That's incorrect. We all say this. We all say, kid, so-and-so and me go outside, so-and-so and me play on the computer, so-and-so and me work together. but that's formally that's incorrect because me is being used in the subject. The subject here is LeBron and myself. So let me do a cross line. No or incorrect equals incorrect. Incorrect. It would be LeBron and I play basketball because I is a subject word talking about yourself. I is not the direct object word, it's a subject word. So again, it's intended to be brief. I'm just making this that. Direct object is who or what the action in the sentence is happening to. Direct, something that happens towards, mentioned, or specifically done to. Object, a thing, item, tool. Direct objects are after the verb. Verb equals action. Direct objects are never in the beginning of a sentence. Subject equals what the sentence is talking about or who the sentence is talking about. We write an example right here so we know. Example. Kevin. Subject. Was talking. Verb. Let me keep this and I'm just gonna keep this example and give you the answer right here. Make it easier to see. Kevin. Subject. Talking. Verb, action word. Layla. Direct object. All right. Pronouns that signify show direct object. Me, us, them are never to be used as subjects. And there's an example of how they're used as subjects. So there we have example, definition. I'm going to ask a couple of questions about this. So please watch this video. Thank you, fellas. Once again, as I leave you, I am Big Head Slocum. Thank you.